I said, okay, okay, loser. Okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scoot her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. Okay, loser. We go.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat. And his first pass is incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 28. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Play.
A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tight right.
They'll run right here with Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. That is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Dalton sets up play action. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. That one complete to the gap. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Brooks is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. 2 runs and only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hubbard. will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Run.
Tannehill now to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here we go.
Once again, it's Swift. They juked him, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 21. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here you go, Tiger. Let's go.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Tannehill. And it's caught. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play. Go, deep. Where you at?
Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard.
Let's go. Time right, time right.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man, that's Leggett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Andy Dalton. That is caught by Thielen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd and 16 at the 14-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They got 368.
Throwing, Dalton. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet. 61 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted.
They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And some guys just have that knack of finding the first down flag and getting there. Hubbard did it very well on that carry, and he did it really well last season. 59 first down runs a year ago.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Play action here with Dalton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Passing, it's Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So Dalton now. Flushed out right. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Deep. Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a give right side Swift. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Tannehill. Now this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go, right here.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.